Greetings.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to play some SEGA Master System games. And what kind of spurred this is, well, the last couple of days we've been playing some Master System games, but Tony and I have been talking about our childhood and places that we played video games and things like that. And for me, there used to be a department store called WOW, or Wonder World. And it wasn't necessarily far from my home, but it was kind of out of the way. And my grandmother and I would go there sometimes on the weekend. And next to it was an Albertsons grocery store, and between the two was this little shopping area. And here in Las Vegas, it's not uncommon to see slot machines and stuff, feature prominently in grocery stores and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But next to the slot machines, they had arcade games. And there was a number of arcade games there that I had absolutely loved. Some of those games were never ported to home systems as true, faithful arcade conversions. Others were a little bit closer. So, two of the games we're going to play today, the first is Rastan, and it's the SEGA Master System version. And the other is SEGA's version of Choplifter. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with Rastan. Now, on its surface, it looks very similar to the arcade game, and it plays similar, but the games are pretty different.
How so?
Well, you'll see in later stages it plays a little bit differently. But it does, like for example, this part's not an arcade. Pow, right in the water. It did not kill me like it would in the arcade version.
Yeah, I was going to say, why didn't you die? Did it take health? Like, is green the good thing? The green bar means you have a lot of health still?
I think so.
That's confusing. You got a good weapon. Also, in the arcade version, your health is a heartbeat. So if your health gets really low, the heart starts beating. And it's like a super realistic looking heart. It's kind of freaky.
Now, Rastan is a game I've always loved. I've always loved the arcade version of Rastan. I think it's one of the greatest games ever made in terms of platforming. And,
wow, I didn't know you felt that highly of it.
Yeah. And a few years ago, I was trying to get the world record on, well, at least the arcade version.
Yeah, on the PlayStation.
Yeah, on the Taito collection. And very briefly, I guess you could say I had the record.
Maybe like a week.
Yeah, but because of politics, I don't have it anymore. So this first boss is a little bit different than from the arcade one. You actually see the health of the boss. Totally wiped him out.
It's funny that you talk about getting the record of this game because that was the first time that you had experimented with streaming. What's wrong?
Yeah, actually, well, we don't have the Burkup and the SNAS program. But you're right, and that's something worth talking about because this was before
has joined the stream.
This was before Twitch was big. At the time, I think they were just starting out with the Justin TV stuff, but there really wasn't a lot of people streaming games at that time. It was still kind of new, a new idea, a new concept and stuff. And every night on this dopey laptop I used a capture card and a web camera on it, and I would stream, and I think it was to Ustream.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ustream. Or was it Justin TV?
It might have been Justin TV. It was one of those two. But this was like long before Twitch was a thing.
This had to have been like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like forever ago. And I remember you were streaming because I wanted to watch you practice.
Right. And the idea of streaming the game or watching the person play, I'm sure there's others at the time who were doing it, but I can't tell you if, anybody prominent who actually was. It wasn't like it is now where there's Twitch celebrities and things like that. So in a way, I kind of feel honored, I guess.
That you were the first
person I knew to be doing anything like that.
Yeah. It really, it really wasn't a thing back then. Like, there was people who would record the gameplay, and there's people who would talk, but to see the person and the game at the same time, that just really wasn't a thing then.
And at that time, YouTube was only a couple years old. I think Google had just bought it around that time.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I wonder how I can get that sword.
You're right. I guess YouTube really wasn't that old. Didn't YouTube start in, like, 2005?
It's like 11 years old now.
Yeah, so that would have been 2005, and you were doing this, what, 2008?
Something like that.
That's when we were recording the videos on...
Suddenly getting dark.
That's when we were recording our stuff on VHS tapes, because that's how Twin Galaxies wanted the stuff.
Right.
Was on VHS tapes. Oh no, they would take videos, but you had to put them on DVD so they could be watched on the DVD player.
Yes.
So I was like, screw that, we're just gonna go to
We took the cheapo.
Go to Savers to get a VCR.
Yeah.
Just record it on tapes.
So those are interesting times, and
Yes.
I had some family things going on, so I just didn't really pursue it. Yeah, the Spike's supposed to be in love with me or something.
I was submitting scores at that time too, but
You were.
to me, it was not anything significant.
Can I go down here? What's down here? Death.
Maybe.
Whoa.
That's close. The music's the same. I mean, obviously it's not as in-depth as the arcade version, but...
You only get one life.
Wow.
I'm not much of a person that likes to continue, but we will for this game.
Me neither. It really depends.
Come on, get that sword.
Apparently you have to be, like, right on it. It's funny to reminisce about old school streaming.
Yeah.
Streaming and submitting scores to Twin Galaxies.
Back in my grandpappy's day.
Yeah. Back when we thought Twin Galaxies was reputable.
Oh. Oh. Oh!
It wasn't this game, though, that tarnished Twin Galaxies for us, though, right? It was the one on the Wii. Which game was that?
What was that game?
It
It's some Wii game.
It was on the Data East collection, wasn't it? Or the SNK one of the two.
There was something. I don't really remember.
Yeah, and they gave us some BS. Even though
I was not thrilled, to say the least.
you followed their directions to the T, and then they told you that it was wrong.
Yeah.
And they made it sound like a favor when they
Yeah.
decided to accept it, but then someone had submitted a score, and they got the high score the same day they had submitted yours.
Yeah.
It's funny because you had made that fake thing about the disc and how it freezes on burger time
Yeah.
if you do something.
If you hold down the insert point, the game freezes, which it's not a glitch, it's not a game-breaking thing, it's just on the original arcade machine, to hold down that credit button, pause the game.
Yeah,
So,
but you had submitted it as like fact, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay," and then they just accepted
and it
it.
got folded into the rules.
It's funny to think of.
But at that point, I didn't give a crap about that anymore. So disenchanted.
Is there stuff even up on there still?
Yeah,
They
there's
still
new
have-
owners and everything.
I know they had new owners, but for a while, I remember they took all the scores down.
Yeah, but they kind of reverted to the ideas that we had talked about. And not to say that they're exclusive to us, to other people that have the same idea. You basically submit a video now to them,
Mm-hmm.
and it uploads it similar to like YouTube, and then people in the forums will vote whether or not it's authentic. You get so many votes, and then it's taken as a record.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. And it makes more sense.
Yeah, it's more community driven now, but
The Twin Galaxies name is just too tarnished.
barbarian guy can't swim. It's like Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Maybe in the next one, he'll be able to.
Maybe armor. And the glowing water's pretty intense.
Yeah, it is. Like, why is it glowing? Is it radioactive?
the heck's wrong with my sword?
You can't shoot it all the way up, huh?
Weird.
Watch out for the piranhas.
Whoa. Wasp. It's like the wasps from Bart Simpson.
Because they escaped from Camp Deadly Ones.
Yeah.
Where are you supposed to go?
Right down. Oh, that was poison.
Yes, it was. That sucks.
What's going on?
Well, I thought you died.
I thought so too. That's why Spoon's getting dark. There's some energy.
Dang.
I don't think it worked.
It did. You barely ended up.
Oh,
That's a bull right there. Oh, you're dead.
dang. Alright, well that's Rastan for Master System.
Clearly it has. We have some sort of history with it. Well, you more so, but...
Simplified port of the arcade game. You want to try?
No.
Okay. Alright, so next up, we're going to switch to Choplifter,
Yeah!
which is an amazing game. The arcade version of Choplifter is probably one of the best versions ever made. This one is obviously a close second because it has most of the sights and sounds and excitement of that version.
I like this version the most, but this is the version that I played first. I had never played Choplifter, and then you're like, here, try this. And I was like, oh my god, this game's amazing. And then I played the arcade version. I'm like, holy moly, this one's way harder. Not to say that this one's easy, but certainly not as hard as the arcade version. Oh my gosh, you almost died. And then you get Choplifter 2 for Game Boy. I had to like walk away from that one for a little while, because it's hard. And I can do a little backwards trick. So let's hear about your experience with this game.
Played it in the arcade, loved it. That's about it.
Did you play it at the same place?
Yes, both of these, the arcade ports, I played at that motherboard. Those were amazing times.
I wish I could say the same about arcades in my childhood, but I wasn't much of an arcade goer until I was a teenager and I worked at one, so that was much different than you. Not to say that I never played arcade games or anything, but it certainly was not a prominent thing in my life. Oh my god, that was close. Like I was telling you earlier, the only time I played was the bowling alley, and the only two games I ever really played were Super Off-Road and Simpsons and Ninja Turtles. That's about it.
Those are good selection.
No, I'm not saying it's
I'm
not,
also older
just-
than you, so I think this game came out in arcades 2 years after you were born.
In 86? It doesn't matter. We're arcades that had the older games, you know? It just wasn't something that we did.
So, 3 things that come to mind in terms of differences between this and arcade. If I remember correctly, in the arcade version, you'd only pick up 8 at a time, and there was only 8 in each of the buildings.
Only 8?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's the same number of trips. So it looks like here they just double the number of people, but it works out to be the same.
Oh my god, man.
So there's that. The second thing was when you're hovering on the ground, the tank will come from the bottom up right at you, whereas in this version it comes from the sides. Third thing is the arcade version had speech, so it would say things like, help me, take it, things like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, and stuff like that. So those are some differences. This one also has a number of bonus things. Like, for example, there's a Superman in the game. Why aren't they killing?
There you go. Oh my god, don't crush them. Can you crush people in the arcade version?
Yes. Also in the arcade version, if you get shot and start to crash, you can eject them by hitting the buttons fast. In this version, they don't eject into parachutes, they just like fly away. Presumably to the base.
I know in the Game Boy version for Choplifter 2, you don't crush people. I don't know about ejecting people though. I've never really tried. I'm not that quick to respond, apparently.
Ooh. Come on.
You can't just shoot straight on.
Nope. There, it has to be at that angle.
I guess you could say I've had the most experience with that stupid Choplifter 2 game. I'd say I've played it quite a bit more than this version. And the arcade version, I think we played on the Ouya like once or twice. I think it was the Ouya we played on the emulator.
Maybe.
And I was like, oh my god, this is way too hard. This one you had introduced me to, and I really liked it, but certainly not one that I've played as much as the Game Boy Choplifter 2. Oh!
Did they kill anyone?
No.
I did.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, you crushed somebody. I saw it. On Choplifter 2, you don't have to worry about stuff coming out and killing you if you sit in the spot too long, so that's kind of nice. There's so many more obstacles and ridiculousness. I'm telling you, Sector 4 and that one is so freaking hard. This stage is like the bane of your existence.
Yeah.
Well, last time you did pretty good.
Basically, you have to fly in backwards. Otherwise, that volcano stuff will hit you every single time. So fly in backwards, fly out backwards.
And you have to be careful to not run into its spikes still.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is it the same amount of people you rescue each time? 40?
I believe so.
I'm trying to think if there were games I played in the arcade other than the...
Aww.
Well, at least you didn't have anyone on board.
That's true.
Other than Super Off-Road and Simpsons and Ninja Turtles. There's this one arcade that we used to go to all the time.
Dang it.
Dang. Called James Games. I think I tried showing it to you before, but I couldn't remember exactly where it was in California.
That sounds familiar.
I remember playing Street Fighter there. But yeah, the majority of my arcade memories are as a teenager, young adult. That makes me sound really old, but I'm like that old. I just don't think I'm a young adult anymore.
You shop in the women's department.
No. No way.
You don't shop in the women's department stores?
No. I shop in the juniors because I like their styles. I like to pretend like I'm still a teenager. Although, right now I shop in the maternity department. What's up? Alright, so this should be your last set. So I'm gonna kill it. In this version, can you trap the people in the fire?
Trap them, maybe.
Like if you put your helicopter right in front of the door, would that kill them? I think I remember you telling me about one of the versions that happens.
I think, oh shoot. I think that's the arcade one that does that.
Oh my god, I thought that thing was gonna kill you.
Come on, come on.
Go, go, go. Whoa. Oh man, that's beautiful.
Not there yet. Did it. Man, it took me forever to finally do that.
You got an extra life. So you're up to 2 now. Oh man.
I killed
Crazy.
one.
Did you? If you lose too many passengers, does it give you an automatic game over?
I think you just lose life.
In the Game Boy version, you lose too many passengers, that's it, game over. No matter how many lives you have, that's it. So you can have like 10 lives, and then if you kill too many passengers, bam, game over.
I think this one also will do the thing with the guy on the motorcycle.
It's this stage, yeah. We're always like, what the heck is that?
Aw.
Run right into that. Goof.
Kind of slow down there.
A little bit. Didn't like all that action there. Do we ever determine like what this is supposed to be? Like, are you supposed to be on another planet or like?
I think it's just a nighttime mission.
You got another life. Good job.
There's a motorcycle guy. Won't let me get it or anything. So who knows what that's about?
Did you ever look it up?
No. Something should be a mystery.
Like the UFO and Pacific Connection.
Well, no, I want to know what that was.
Whole lot of flicker going on there.
Yeah, it's
Too much action going on that road. It's funny that your helicopter wasn't flickering, but everything else was. Or
it
maybe,
probably takes priority for the sprints.
or maybe it was flickering, and you just didn't notice it.
Your altitude determines the placement of the jets when they appear. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Getting a little overzealous there, my love.
Yeah.
You're doing good, man.
Yeah. The arcade version also had a level like
Buildings?
skyscrapers. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. But when we played it on the emulator, you couldn't get that far. We had some struggles.
Well, that cave stage is super hard.
Yes.
This one's hard too, but not. I wouldn't describe it as hard.
Your opinion has changed since you've gotten better at it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shoot!
Oh.
There, I rescued one. At the expense of my chopper.
Why is, oh. It's like, why does it say safe one? Just saved it. Don't shoot your people.
Out of the way, people. Helicopter come through.
Well, that's good that they didn't die at least.
One died.
You must have just squished him just now, because before it just said one safe and that was it.
Now, this far in the game, you have to be careful because the jets will come and it hits you right here.
No safe haven for you.
No!
Oh my gosh, you just lost 3 people. Whoa! That was
Man, I bet
pretty
those people
hardcore.
on that chopper are having a heart attack right now.
No, I would've.
You're free.
You got another life. Cool. You only need 12 more. Oh no, you need 40. Yeah, 12 more. Just kidding.
Oh,
You're trying to save people that weren't on your helicopter.
yeah, you guys gotta have that habit.
Yeah, I suppose you do. Man, there's all sorts of nonsense on the screen. That's rough. We'll skip that other one.
You said 12, right?
Yeah. If the goal is, or maybe you need 13 because it says over 40 saved. There, that should be good. You're making me stressed out here with those jets.
Those fancy helicopter moves. My sweet chocolate moves.
And that sucked if like a rocket came out, bam, hit you right there.
Don't say that.
Ends your game. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you just need exactly 40.
Oh, here we go. That was close.
Did you just shoot a bullet and it exploded?
I didn't see that.
It looked like you shot a bullet and it exploded. That's pretty awesome. I don't remember if you've made it past this stage.
I don't think I have.
I remember you getting here, but I don't remember you passing it. I think the fire and all that's a little more risky in this one. Oh my gosh, man. Right when you turn around, the people started walking away like they were scared that you were gonna shoot them.
It's a setup.
Wait.
That could have been very bad.
Yeah, it could have. My goodness.
Whew, this is one of the best runs I've ever did.
Shh. Oh, look, you have 3 lives now. Don't shoot yourself.
Alright, 8 more. Ready?
Yeah. Oh my god.
There's a anti-aircraft gun there. It wasn't there before. Actually, dying might not be a bad thing, because I think it resets the computer AI, the aggressiveness.
Oh, so they're not coming at you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was there before. Are you trying to pick up the bare minimum?
No, I'll go for all of it. It's all or nothing at this point.
Is it? Is that the last tower?
No, there's one more, but I'm just saying in terms of getting out of here alive. Almost there. I did stop the bullet. Oh my god.
You're alright, man. You're alright. Yeah!
Yes.
Beautiful.
3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Dang, farthest I've ever gotten in this. I beat it! Yes!
Wow. High five, dude.
Yeah, I've never beaten this.
That's awesome.
And it keeps going. Watch me be super crazy now.
Looks the same to me.
Whoa.
Very happy that you killed that tank.
Whoa.
Whoa. Maybe this is more crazy.
Seems a little more aggressive.
If only the game told you, like,
Yeah, it's more
stages and
aggressive.
stuff.
Jets don't normally act like that.
Not on the first stage, no.
Yeah, slam that chopper down. Perfect place.
This one you can crash, though, right? If you
Yeah, if you're at the
land too
wrong
hard?
angle. Yeah.
I have not encountered that problem in Choplifter 2. It seems no matter how I land, it's clean. You're hardcore, man.
Ooh, what kind of doesn't have? If I knew, why did I keep it a secret?
Yeah. Dude, are you not trying anymore?
No, I am
You're getting a little crazy over there. Crazy.
making the enemy pay.
You must have just got an extra life. So I swear you had 2 and then you died, and now it says 2.
I thought I had 3.
Did you? Yeah. Mistaken.
Whoa!
You are a super.
Killed one.
So you can kill them with fire, or did you land on
I
them?
might.
You'll be fine. You're overly not right now, anyways. Yeah, not foot itches. I'm sure everybody wanted to know that. Jeez Louise. I think when I've played this game before, I've made it to the night stage, but I don't think I've made it past the night stage.
You've completed the cave stage?
I'm pretty sure I have. I think I made it to the night stage, and I haven't gotten past that, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. Because remember, before I moved in with you, I would play this at home. Without you. So I was home by
You
myself.
play video games without me?
When I was living all by my lonesome.
What was that? Why don't they just shoot and hit the ship and sink in instead of the helicopter?
Who knows, man? I don't remember how I got a Master System. Did we find it at a thrift store, or did you get it on eBay for me?
First at the store.
Figured. That's where a lot of my consoles came from, and I have no complaints about that. Did you lose someone? You did lose someone.
That missiles. Oh!
Gotcha. I bet there's people who play this game and they just like it a bit of a problem.
Who said that?
They play like hours straight and it's just like whatever. Like music suddenly stopped. I was like, what happened? Did you lose? Is that game over? Oh my gosh.
That's stupid. 16 safe, 16 dead.
I wonder if the game just, like, if you kill a bunch of people and, let's say you run out, if it just ends, you just don't get that bonus for having over 40. Like, let's say this was the last place that you could pick up people.
Well, no, if I remember correctly, in like the arcade version, if you kill enough people, the stage just starts over.
The cat desperately wants food. Yeah, number life, except that.
Looks like you drive for the impulse. This will probably be the last pickup. It's a long ship. That missile thing's probably gonna come up and penetrate the helicopter.
Interesting choice of words.
There's a lot of phallic symbols in this thing. Alright, here we go. Should be one more set of planes.
Nice. Good job.
This might be it.
You have 2 lives now. What the heck, man? You just keep getting lives.
Oh,
Oh,
I got hit by 2 bullets at the same time.
did you?
That's what it felt like. Whoa! These guys aren't supposed to appear yet. Not till you first hit the cave.
The pro stats in this game, so they gotta make it more difficult.
Who builds a base in a volcanic cave, anyways?
Cool guys.
Cool guys. Donald Trump.
You need to build a wall around it.
Oh.
I can't believe how good you're doing.
Yeah, it's the best run I've ever had.
I'm very impressed.
And haven't played it in probably months.
No.
When
We
did I play
played it more
last?
recently than that. Didn't
I
we
don't
do another stream with Master System
No,
games?
not Master System. I think I would have remembered that. If for any other reason, it would have been because
We just played Rampage on Master System.
yeah, but not this game. We've not played this.
Just one that we had. What's that pregnancy brain? Just making stuff up apparently.
Here we go.
Excuse me. Oh my god, man. That's very risky. You're almost there. One more trip. You got another life. Jeez Louise, man. This game just wants you to keep going.
Push it to the limit.
It's like gambling. Lets you a little bit here and there so you keep playing. Dude, that thing just went right through you.
It's okay.
Whoa.
I can't bend the helicopter. This will be last trip if we make it out.
Yep. You can do it, man. You can do it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I'm almost home free. You need to take a breather there. Why are we stopping? That's the hostage station pilot. Oh, dang it!
Oh man.
That was vicious. That was a vicious attack.
Yes, it was. I didn't even know that could happen. Once you're there and they shoot you, I didn't even know.
So I don't know what's past this next thing.
I guess you're gonna find out.
Whoa. Oh, rocks falling from the ceiling? What the hell's that about? Please be here, please be here, please be here. What's... Is that some castle?
Dang, that's pretty hardcore.
Go away, guys, go away. No rocks? Oh, there are the rocks. Right, next will be the flying lava.
Dude, he shot you twice.
Oh! Crashed into the genitals of the cave.
Well, I'm
Man.
so proud of you either way. That was still pretty incredible.
That was one hell of a run.
It was.
America would be proud.
Oh yes.
So, wow.
You're the Red Baron of Choplifter.
Red Baron of Choplifter. So that was Rastan and Choplifter. Man, I really impressed myself tonight.
Good. That should raise your spirits.
Alright, so that's enough streaming for tonight.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
See you later.